Listen, I'm going to speak right into the microphone loud and clear so there's no getting it wrong. Everything you see here, this entire podcast is brought to you by Bob Baker and Baker Plumbing. That's the only funding that happens here. I am funded by no one else. I do find it interesting, the world that we live in. I'll pick on Gary for a minute, even though he's blocked me. You know, the thing about blocking people is I still get to talk smack, whether you block me or not. All you're doing is protecting your own soft sensibilities. I want to know if Gary's getting paid to show up at CMPX, because last year he was not paid, or they did not meet his terms, and so he didn't show up. What does that say? Like, you are part of, you claim to be part, like an advocate for the trade and represent the trade, but you don't show up unless there's dollar bills involved amongst your own kind. You want to call it that? It seems completely disingenuous to me. And I don't understand how you can claim on one hand to be, you know, we're making bank, we're making buckets of cash because we're so good at what we do, and yet you still have to get paid by whomever in order to make it work. You know, I use all the products. I am an avid advocate of Viega. Use tons of it, even though they have dismissed me because they don't like the way I do things. Same with Rigid. I literally have bought in the last 4 or 5 years $60,000-$70,000 worth of Rigid products. Nothing but Milwaukee. I have one DeWalt, which is the 3/8 thread rod cutter, which works great. Anyway, when you see someone that their entire van has been paid for by Rigid or Milwaukee or whatever the case may be, and you think that their opinion is not swayed in any way, I don't know how dumb you are if you don't think that they are tainted by the free product that they get, that their opinion is bought and paid for. It's like the politicians, man. Do you believe any of the politicians that are pro-Israel when they get hundreds of thousands up to millions of dollars of AIPAC money? You're like, I'm sure your opinion is not swayed at all. And just because it's not hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, and frankly, some of it is hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of product, you don't think that their opinion is going to be swayed and jaded and weighted in favor of that product? Come on, man. And we scream for transparency on every platform, and yet when we come here, oh no, Bob, you're just being mean. Well, I guess I'm certainly not. You know what I am? I'm a kind person. I am not a nice person, and you guys can look up the difference on that. Anyway, have fun at CMPX. I won't be there. Although I've had half dozen invitations to come up and show up and whatever, but I am self-funded, which means I need to go out and make the money in order to pay my taxes. If I didn't have to pay taxes, I would have retired a decade ago. That's the fact. Which is why politicians, when they get in there and find out how they don't have to pay those taxes anymore, are instantly go from $100,000 worth of net worth to $35 million. Anyway, I would do the same thing if I didn't have to pay taxes. Anyway, as usual, those are my thoughts, not yours. Everybody have a great time at CMPX. Say hi to Gary for me. Say hi to the bot who say hi to. I wonder if the bot and the page are going to hook up again. Let me know. That's it. My thoughts, not yours. Have a blessed and fabulous Monday.